Hello, welcome to Raven649, aka Lindsey Lou's Poetry Corner. We have Ponyo, aka Eric here, and I invited a few other people. Here's where we share poems, write poems down, and discuss random things. Right now, we're discussing my love life. I recently went on a date with my ex-girlfriend, and I feel fluttershy inside of me, just my heart is a beating away because I'm all like, oh my god, I she was like one of my first loves of my life, and she's back in my life now, but I have to take it slow.
Me heart is beating away.
And with that, I'll share you a poem that I wrote for her 2 years ago.
Lindsey Lou's Poetry Corner.
Fuck yeah! Coming around the same motherfucking day now. Oh,
I,
here it is.
I got to read a story. I got this new buddy named Aaron on here, and he posted something about like close calls. So I want to read an excerpt from that story later. Okay, go ahead. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
You are my moon, and without you, my light, I cannot bear the night sky. Because without you, I am lost. I shine the brightest without you, but I wither away as I shine brightly. When, my dear, will you return to me? When shall you comfort my arms and body as you held me? I enfolded you. Remember, you are my moon, and I am the stars, and without you, I am lost within the galaxy. So please, my dear, give me a second chance. It's just short.
Very nice. Did you read it to her?
I'm gonna read it to her again because I don't
Oh.
think she read it 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Most people are saying, "Don't you know that's haram? Dating a girl," and I'm like, "Don't you know it's haram to tell people it's haram?"
Yeah, don't you haram me, motherfucker.
But I feel so conflicted inside because, you know, part of me is like, is it bullshit religion?
Yeah,
Uh,
well, okay. I love that hat you got on, though. That rainbow hat. That's cool.
yeah, Alex got it for me. My sister.
Oh, is she coming over?
She lives here.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I like her.
Hey, Bunto. Welcome to the Poetry Corner.
Stifler!
Oh, no, he doesn't have a voice. That's a first. Gotta rig the thingy. Earthquake! Oh, no.
I'm brushing my teeth really quick.
Okay. No, dead air. Well, I'm gonna work on a poem, so I'm gonna go off cam because I don't want you to watch me go like this.
Lindsay's Poetry Corner!
I'm writing a poem. Oh yeah, I told someone to come here. Just on Whisper, some guy's like, blah 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 blah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, hold on a second, gang. How are you guys doing? Hello, how are you guys doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
No, just got back from the gym, tired.
What'd you do at the gym today?
Oh, just a regular workout. There's a lot of people there. You know, people getting ready for Super Bowl weekend.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah. The only other guy there's like Ken. There's like a lot of women there. Maybe 3 guys, and Ken, and he's an actor, and he has to, be in a play during the Super Bowl, so he can't watch it.
Oh, that. Well, who's going to be watching him?
I know. Well, I guess, not everybody watches the... What is that noise? Is that you, Lindsay?
Lindsay's doing a poem.
Yeah.
Rhythm is a dancer.
Oh, my God. Remember that?
Yeah. Remember, I got it tattooed across my chest.
Oh, my God. That guy was... I was really proud of you. You really did well as far as patience, man.
About what?
Because I would say, what do you think, Pyong? And then you'd say 2 words, and then that guy would just step right over you. And it'd be like, fuck.
They would be 2 great words, too, like, well,
I know. He was a complete idiot, man. Oh, bad.
Funto.
Hold on, let me...
Go ahead, honey.
Okay, remember that poem I read to you, that love poem?
Yeah.
All right, yes.
I'm writing part 2 to it.
All right, good job.
Also, the girl that I wrote it to is the girl that I went on a date with.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Shayna.
Shayna. Sorry, Shayna.
Haram Shayna.
I stole a kiss from her.
Is that the name of the poem? I stole a kiss from her.
No, that'll be my second one.
Oh. Hey, Lindsay, can I have like 1 minute of the floor? Real quick.
Sure.
Okay, Pyong, I know we've talked about this before, and then you can cut me off at the knees or something, but...
Katy Perry? Listen,
no.
You can keep the Katy Perry CDs I sent you, okay?
Okay,
it's
I
over.
will. Thank you.
It's done.
I'll pay. Okay, I got several messages from ISIS.
From ISIS?
ISIS?
Who you been fucking with lately?
Well, he's upset that he couldn't participate in the hangout.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he was
Let me grab
blocked.
the Magic 8 Ball.
Because he was blocked. And I said, well, it could be Pyong. And then he talked, and then I said, would you be willing to do a peace offering, some sort of negotiation? And he said yes.
Of $800 million.
Dollars, right? And he could participate in the hangout. But anyway, I said that I would talk to you and negotiate if you wanted to unblock him.
All right, Magic. I have a red Magic 8 Ball here. It says very likely. Ah,
Who are
the
you
8
unblocking?
ball's feeling gracious
Well,
today.
okay. Well, I tell you what. We'll just leave it at that. If next time I see him, I say it's very likely you'll be unblocked. How's that?
No, fuck him.
No.
The 8 ball just came up with a
I don't
fuck
give a fuck him.
him. Actually, Satan's face just came up.
I like this 8 ball.
Who,
No,
who you blocked?
Istus.
ISIS.
Oh, why'd you block him?
He told me
He
to die in a
insulted
fire.
Yeah, he
He said,
insulted.
"Go die in a fire."
Did he call you stupid?
fire.
No, you have to do the voice of the microphone. That microphone sucks, man.
Listen,
Oh,
he-
a lot.
when after I'm sorry that we're busting up Lindsey Lou's Poetry Corner with G plus drama.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm not.
I didn't know we were live. I forgot. Okay.
So I need to write a poem about celestial beauties. I think I'm gonna start writing a poem. But anyway, he came into the hangout after you left, and we were with a couple of guys in there, and you know they were
Well, I already forgot how it developed. It was something about you said something about Luke Skywalker attacking Jeff's house, and then he didn't like that simile,
Right.
and then it went off the. I went to the bathroom and came back, and you guys were at each other's throats by the time I came.
I wasn't at his throat. I just told him to shut up, and I called him a fucking idiot. Just the basic meat and potatoes. No, it was Jeff had been going on about principles, libertarianism.
Right, like usual.
Yeah, and I just kept on going, asking him questions. He was having fun with it. He went to the can, and I postulated, wouldn't it be interesting if somebody who was not part of that system,
Right.
resisted, and they made like a resistance to libertarianism, and how would that occur? And he pops in the middle of it, and it was a total bullshit funny statement, you know. And he pops in the middle of it, and he's saying about, I don't know, how I'm wrong and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, seriously? And then I tried to smooth it out, and I said, look, I like libertarianism. I have issues with the practical application of it because people are cheaters. And then he went on his Harvard fucking thing.
Oh yeah, I remember it now. Remember that? A
Yeah.
Harvard degree is something totally absurd.
It didn't even have anything to do with what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I mean,
Harvard 50.
You got to keep your eyes on the fucking ball. You know?
Okay.
That conversation thread that goes through, you got to keep your eyes on the fucking ball. And when he started going off, I said that, well, half the Harvard class cheated. People are cheaters. People cheat. And he's like, that's a terrible example. I mean, it's an example of people cheating. I don't know what you're talking about. But he's pedantic, and he goes and he runs along a particular line or whatever, and then he got insulting. So fuck that guy. No, fuck him. I'm never unblocking him. Fuck him.
Boy.
Thanks for reminding me about that. Can I double block somebody?
Okay, listen.
Can I ultra block him? Actually, I can advocate now in a live hangout. Other people must block ISIS.
Okay, suppose there's a peace offering, then maybe.
What are we talking here?
I don't know. He apologizes.
Like a PayPal donation?
Give me the fuckskiffler.com PayPal.
Man, he pissed me off last night too, because then when you left, we were in there talking to Ocean, and Ocean's, I don't know if they're boyfriend or whatever,
Yeah.
or roommates or whatever. They're nice guys, and they're just talking principles of feminism or whatever. And he busts in, and somebody recognizes his voice, and I didn't say anything. I was just like, let him join in the conversation, whatever. and they said, "Hey, your voice sounds familiar. Do you go by any? Do you have any other handle?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm Astus, and but I couldn't get in because Pyong has me blocked."
Oh, really? He
And
came
I'm
in
like,
with a
"Oh,
block.
well, you know what? I'll block this one too." Motherfucker.
Holy shit! Yeah, now. Well, I did my part.
Yeah, that's it. It's over. I'm sorry. Now, by all means, give me like I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, at that time, did he offer an apology?
No, I didn't say shit. He just said he's got me blocked. And he started talking about man rape. Man rape statistics are very low.
Oh,
Extremely underreported. All right. Man rape.
God. Man.
But that's the way it goes.
Oh, yeah, Kiz wasn't there. Good. He was gone.
Maybe in like, yeah, I mean, come on, And it was, it was kind of a. At first, my problem is, what my problem is, honestly, that I need to relax on. I take people too seriously. When people talk, I expect them to have well-formulated ideas. I expect them to be able to understand basic concepts.
Right.
And have some kind of respect just for the flow of the conversation, I guess. And so.
Right. Well, how about this?
Yeah.
People that you respect, you take seriously. Not like that truth cracker guy. I mean, the reason that you could let that guy interrupt you 8 times is because you knew he was a conehead.
No, I was playing. I'm always playing video games, so usually I'm only half-assed listening anyway. But and I don't use, to be honest with you, I don't use the word respect because I think like respect is like I use it because people understand it. But I never think in terms of respect because to me respect is kind of like it's for animal hierarchies and it's for people in prison and stuff like that.
Why?
Because I look at it like every human being has value.
Okay.
So I appreciate their value. So the ideas that people have like, respect are encapsulated in that. And so it doesn't matter to me many times if someone is even acting poorly, but if they were on this animalistic respect scale, then if someone acted poorly, I could be bad to them because they were lower than me on the scale, right?
Okay, where did you get this? In philosophy class? Or you made it up yourself?
No, that's just my concept.
All right.
That I just don't use. I will sometimes say respect because people understand that.
Right.
But I'll only use it in the upswing. Like I'll only say like, I have a lot of respect for you. I'll never say something like I don't respect you or you don't respect me.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You never use it as a negative.
Right, because that's not the way I operate. I look at everybody like they have intrinsic value, not like they're some kind of fucking animal. Like if I'm in prison and I get higher than you on the hierarchy, I think, what does that mean? I can butt fuck you? I'm not sure what that is.
Yes, that does mean that you can butt fuck me. That's the beauty of prison, right?
The beauty
no, I was thinking this. I was going to say, like, I respect you, but I meant it. I do say it in the upswing.
Yeah.
I do say it in the upswing.
Right.
But I don't see there's any shame of saying I respect you.
No, it's not about shame. It's just that I don't use that kind of hierarchical, because it really is
in the general.
No, it's not general. It's like a hierarchical structure. Because you've told me before, remember we were talking about some concept.
Right.
And you said something to me along the lines of you don't respect me. Or,
I said that? I respect you greatly.
Yes, you did. You said you got to give me respect. And remember what I said to you? I said, don't shame me into taking your position. And that's true. What you were doing was, you were evoking or mapping over this hierarchical structure and saying, you're putting me in a position of victim. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I said that you didn't respect me.
No, you didn't say no. You didn't say that I don't respect you. I was paraphrasing what you said. You said basically what you said was, like, you don't have respect. You said something to the effect of, you need to show respect like that. That's like probably verbatim what you said. You need to show some respect or something like that, you see.
All right.
But my interpretation of that is you're mapping over this hierarchical. See, and I think everybody has intrinsic value. So even if they were below me on some kind of hierarchy level, they still deserve my appreciation for their intrinsic value. You see what I'm saying?
Like a guy who's a total idiot racist, you still have some respect for him?
God damn it, Bucko.
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
I just fucking said I don't even.
I want you to understand. I want you to understand.
Like somebody. I mean, isn't that the pinnacle of morality, where somebody's nasty to you and you're not only not vindictive, but you do good to those who harm you. You see what I mean? And in a respect situation, that would never occur, right? I mean, do you agree?
All right, I see what you're saying. It's sort of like...
Right. So it's, even and really that's our reality. If somebody cuts me off in traffic, or, some little, I don't know, fucking bagger nerd at the grocery store says something offhand to me, or whatever, I'm not going to smack him.
Right.
It's just, I'm just going to, I can't. So our reality kind of reflects that system too. I mean, but anyway. But that's just my personal opinion. Okay. So in the side chat says Lindsey's done.
Okay, Lindsey's done. Well, that's interesting.
Lindsey's Poetry Corner!
Lindsey's Poetry Corner! Coming around the same motherfucking day now. Okay. So let me go to my blog, view blog. It's called Everlasting Moonlight. Oh moonlight, shine down on me. Once upon a time, there was a small star who pondered about you. Oh glorious moon, will you shine down on me? I am who I am, but a speck in this universe, a person whose love is everlasting like God's. With this love, I promise to not shame you, to not hurt you as I did before. I believe I was wrong, that I wronged you. I changed for the better, just as you changed for the better. Will you change with me? Will you, moonchild? Will you, moonchild, shine brightly down on me as my light withers, for I am everlasting withering star child. With you, my moon, we shall grow and become everlasting lights dancing in the sky. I shall sit beside you like the dog does to his master, the dog star in the sky. Star child I am, moon child you are. Let us grow, strive for one another. Love is everlasting. Leave God out of it, because with this love is more powerful. Will you learn to love me again as I learn to love again? So, my moon, please shine upon me.
Very good. It's very romantic.
Yeah, that's a good one, Lindsey.
Yeah, it's supposed to be romantic, Bunto.
Well, also apology. It was like an apology. It started at the beginning.
Yeah. It's supposed to connect to the other poem.
Okay, so like if you had to write poems, if you had to write 10 poems in a day, like 10 poems a day, like 6 of them would be romantic, or 7 or 8, or would it be like 50-50 romantic and something else?
Oh, it depends if I was in a relationship or not. I'm not in a relationship yet. I'm just going on the second date. I would like to be in a relationship. Hey, Hans.
Because actually, I think... Hey, Shalom, how you doing, Hans? I think when I write stories, they're like mostly romantic stories. I write, horror stories. Maybe like 1 out of 5 stories will be horror and the rest will be romantic.
Oh, I got a fucking horror story. I got to read it. I love romantic stories, though. I mean, romantic stories. Not like... I don't watch, like, romantic movies, but I love when people tell me the story of their first kiss. You know,
All
like
right.
if somebody's going to get married or something like that, I'll always ask them when they're together, and they, you know, and they tell me that story. It's always cute. Love it.
Okay, yes. The first kiss is very romantic. I guess, you know, the first night together is always romantic. But this is like, what do you call it? A makeup, you know, coming back together, right, Lindsay?
Yes.
A reconciliation,
Reconciliation.
just like me and Isis.
That could be romantic, couldn't it? All right, story. Okay, why did you pick the moon and the stars and the dogs? Why did you do animals? What was the thing about the dogs, Lindsay?
Well, the dog star. Do you know what the dog star is?
I've heard of it.
It's the star that's right below the moon.
Okay.
It's always right below the moon.
All right, cool.
That's the reason it's called the dog star, is because it's right below the moon. It's always by its master.
Is this type of relationship a kind of dom-sub relationship, or is it like eye-to-eye equality relationship?
Equality relationship.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, you know, why you picked the dog simile.
I don't know. It just came to my mind. I was thinking of stars, and I couldn't think of any stars but that star.
Yeah, the morning star and the dog star. Okay, yeah. Stars. The moon. The moon is very romantic. Moonstruck.
Yes. Um.
Are you like a full moon believer that, you know, if there's a full moon out, it's a good time for love?
No. Bitches be crazy on the full moon.
That's true. You're supposed to go insane on the full moon.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
That's a good song, man.
Holy shit! I just put my thumb into this tangerine to peel it, and it's fucking black inside.
Yeah. Where'd you get that fruit? At the grocery store? Somewhere else. Because, yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, it depends on what store you got it from.
Well, no, it's probably been in the refrigerator since like
Too
before
long.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, better throw those away. You can put them in your disposal. It's a good thing for disposal.
Don't put that shit in your disposal, Bunto.
Yeah, rinds are good.
Oh, no. You know, my mom, my mom called me up one time, wanted me to come over there, fix her disposal. She had poured like 2 pounds of rice.
Oh, my goodness.
Disposal.
Why did she do that?
Well, she wanted to get rid of it.
Oh, my goodness.
Time to go.
Choked it up.
Yeah.
So what'd you have to do? Take the whole thing apart, or did you just water it down?
I took the output pipes. You know, it's an electric motor that runs like 2 oppositely running blades.
Right.
You know, and so I took the output pipes. I took them off and I cleaned them out, and then I put them back together. So
that was good. A couple hours, or maybe an hour. Huh?
I took about a half hour or something. Yeah, mess, stink. You know, ugh. Nasty.
Ugh. Fucking underneath the sink shit.
Sorry, I messed up your moon analysis there with my tangerine story.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It's okay, but I think Hannes or
That's fine. I don't know anything about the moon. I've never been there.
wanted to say
good.
something.
Like the inside of my chest. That is good. Pretty poetic.
Wow. So, what about like, why do we look at the stars or the moon, and why is that romantic?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess something that's on the grand scale, you know, cosmic grand, and they, you know, people always looking up.
Is it because it makes us wonder?
Yes, I believe that too. Mystery.
Natural beauty shared with somebody else, maybe?
Hi,
I
Sid.
never feel romantic when I'm alone looking at the moon and the stars.
Hey, have
Then
you ever?
again, that begs the question: why are these things beautiful to us?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever bought a telescope? I like, you know, I look at the YouTube videos of people with their amateur telescopes. They're really good. You know, get spend some money for a good one.
Yeah, I actually went. They had like when I was at University of Missouri, they had astronomy nights where when it was going to be
Right.
clear, they you could still look at stuff. And one night, I don't remember the size of the telescope. Rather, it was oh, I don't know, maybe like a 30-inch telescope. Maybe it wasn't that big, but
Yeah.
it wasn't huge. And Mars was in opposition to the Earth, and so I went and I looked at it, and it was unimpressive.
Um, okay, but it was very still, right? The telescope wasn't wiggling or anything.
No, it wasn't wiggling, but like Mars looked really small. It looked like a cherry tomato that was like slightly out of focus.
Yeah.
It wasn't, here I thought I'd see like,
Well,
the
I
shit
thought
you see on TV.
I thought that telescope would be a lot better than that. You'd think, huh?
Well, Mars is really far.
Yeah,
So
but
it was pretty
you should see
good.
some of the videos on YouTube, Pyong. I mean, they can get up to Saturn. I mean, they can get pretty good, clear photos of Saturn.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the
Not a
Hubble.
quarter.
Yeah. The Hubble outside of the atmosphere, which is like, is that gone now?
Well, I think it's almost. But the thing is, like, these are ground-based telescopes. They're, Saturn's about the size of a quarter, so you can see it and see the rings. But it's always wiggling because of the atmosphere,
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But yeah, I like a good telescope. Fuck yeah, be fun to have. Just don't have, my speaker system is dying. Yeah, that sucks, Sid.
Yeah, I don't know why that's aesthetic. Hi, Sid.
Hey, yeah, I gotta get a new one somehow.
Well, I think part of the answer is that we like things that the bling, the shine.
Yeah,
The fascination with gold or silver.
twinkling.
Right. Maybe it has to do with how humans or our ancestors developed the ability to see fruits, to see things and discover things with our color vision.
Everlasting moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm not in the mood for poetry.
Damn you, Sid. This is Lindsay's Poetry Corner.
Fine then. Jeez,
Hey, Sid, have you
the
ever
peer
like
pressure is overwhelming. Yes,
have you ever just like painted your head yellow?
of course.
Just the bald part.
Yeah.
Start a band called
Started
Fluid.
throwing baseballs at me and pointing and laughing. And,
Dude,
and
your
shouting,
hangout.
you dirty Jew with a red yellow head.
Oh,
It was horrible. It was humiliating. It was dehumanizing.
Sounds like Nadia. It's Nadia. I love you, Nadia.
It's funny. Hey, I could be naughty. Let me just open the window here so I
Get the
mean,
green
blinds.
shirt
I
on.
get some light in here. Hold on.
Get the green shirt on.
And then go sleep on the floor.
Oh,
God,
oh, leave Nadia alone, poor thing.
I'm gonna leave her. Anyway,
I
that
love
Omega talk yesterday was pretty damn good, Sid. Good job.
Thank you.
I mean, have you gotten a lot of hits on it?
I have no idea. You know what? I
Don't
don't
care.
I don't. I do them, and then I just let them sort of take care. I don't really follow them. I've never watched anything I've ever done live.
Oh, man.
I've never watched myself yet.
Oh, you ought to.
I'm waiting for people. See, I don't want to watch myself because I'm gonna pull out all. If I'm a perfectionist and I have a high anxiety level, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna watch myself and I'm gonna see every little thing that I did wrong. That was sort of anxiety ridden or things where I should have
Sure.
done something better or thought better on the spot. So I'll
Right.
be too self-critical. So I just don't.
Okay, well then don't watch them then. I do the
But
same
if
thing.
you insist, if you think it was good, maybe make some popcorn, sit back.
No, I don't watch these things either.
But seriously, if you do watch them and you do find some, give me an idea. Were there just little parts that were okay? Were there lulls that were too long? Give me some kind of honest feedback.
Well, I tell you, I popped in just for a moment on your Omega chat, and I heard Roy saying something about they were asking him for evidence of God, and he said, you have evidence of God already inside of you.
Yeah.
And then he got in a little tiff with somebody. I don't know who he was getting in a tiff with. And you said to him, hey, you're insulting my guest. and Roy apologized, and I thought that was pretty good. You know, sometimes people who try to moderate, they moderate over bullshit. You know, they moderate over nothing. But I think, but that was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I actually like Roy.
I know, I do like Roy too, but
Yeah.
Roy has a mission, and his mission is an evil one. Um, but what I'm trying to do, I'm doing this with some kind of a plan in mind, and what I'm trying to do is become a good moderator and a good interviewer. That's kind of what my overall plan. Besides having fun, because the whole thing is having fun, really.
Yeah.
But I want to become a good moderator and a good interviewer, and because I really love this. So, you know, if I was doing it by popular demand, for example, I'd be okay. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll see how it pans out. We'll see.
Kicking ass so far.
Right on. Woohoo!
Well, the only thing I'd offer, Sid, is you have to go back and study your Hangouts if you want to, get to be a good moderator.
I do understand that, yes, and yes, you are right. And I'll probably get to that point at some point.
And Lindsay leaves. I love it. Why did Lindsay leave her Hangout? Okay.
She'll be back.
Because I didn't. No, she's back. No, she's not. Why did she leave?
I got to read something. I typically do not get creeped out by stuff.
Okay.
You know, but hold on, let me find it. I was creeped out by this thing that my new buddy Aaron posted, and it was like, hold on, let me look at him here. I'll be right back with you. Give me a second here to find it.
Sure, go ahead. So what have you been up to, Hannes?
Well, I've been trying to take up martial arts.
Oh, excellent. Are you a beginner, or have you done it on and off?
I practiced jiu-jitsu, the Japanese style, for about 10 years.
All
until
right.
I was maybe 18, 20 or so. And now I've decided to more focus on the physical things. Like I did what's called bagging yesterday, which means that you have a partner, but you don't really hit. You use the boxing bag like in a class, and you do different things like you punch differently, and you have to. There's a variety, so you do something for like. Let's say you hit something 10 times, and then you got to go down and do some funky sit-ups thing, some crunches or whatever, and kicks and stuff. So
some sets, right? Supersets. You do one thing and then you do another.
Yeah, like it's really taxing. I loved it.
Yeah, you stretch your body
today.
So how long did you do that for like 15, 30, 45, or an hour?
That was an hour class.
Yeah, an hour of stress. Yeah, that'll really get you in shape.
Yeah, especially when you're it's. I think you quickly you get like a result like each time. After maybe a couple of weeks, you're going to be more strong, and that'll be good for other reasons as well. Do Thai boxing as well, and maybe boxing, MMA, stuff like that.
Okay, so are you taking it for self-defense purposes or just for working out, for exercising?
Because it's fun, and I do it for the exercise. Fun. Really, that's like the primary reason. I think I mean self-defense comes. It's also there has that thing to it. I mean there's a reason why I choose it. I think it appeals to me in a way. I don't. I don't fight. I've never been in a fight.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask you, Hannes. Let's say you do get in a self-defense situation and somebody approaches you and is going to throw a punch. What was the thing that you'd probably do first? Would you kick or get out of the way or what?
I mean, first of all, there's always ways of avoiding people, like situations, and talk people out of doing stupid things. That's number one. You can always, make
De-escalate the
make
situation.
haste. Yeah, de-escalate or just run away, basically.
Right,
Just
flee.
retreat. Yeah,
Retreat.
flee, retreat. Tactical
Okay.
retreat.
If you did not
But-
have that opportunity, okay, go ahead.
Right, but if that was not the option, I mean, the first thing you do obviously is protect yourself from the
Okay.
the thing. I think punching is overrated. I mean, it's something that's primal in a way, so you might resort to it. But I think I'd go for like a grapple or throw the person to the ground maybe.
Okay, grappling.
Yeah, like grabbing someone's throat or taking drawing their head back or like something that's really it's very efficient to movements.
Okay, so what did you think of Steven Seagal? Watch his stuff, watch his self-defense moves. Isn't he like a grappling expert, Steven Seagal?
I don't know.
Because I've always seen him like
Aikido.
grab people. Yeah, he
Yeah,
grabs
Steven
people like
Seagal does
arm.
Aikido.
He puts
I think I've
arm
only
bars
seen
on
the
people.
movies and heard his music. That's about it.
Yeah, Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu was originally like the daimyo fife battles where these guys had this heavy armor on or light armor, and so that was how that fighting style developed. Throws, holds, chokes, arm bars, that kind of thing. Aikido is more like the arm bars and the leverage and the
Yeah.
like limited throws, but like always leveraging,
Yeah.
So whereas like jiu-jitsu is like push to pull and that big dance and all that stuff.
No, I didn't know that. That's good. Well, I was always
Yeah,
impressed with Steven
Jiu-Jitsu
Seagal.
it's more about having good balance,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, balance.
stuff like that, and having let your opponent have the bad balance. That's basically the basis, and that's a lot of the moves are predicated on this. And kind of the things that you describe with a lot of leverage, that's kind of later on in the system, at least in the Swedish system. There's a lot of advanced moves that you'd use. But,
Well, once you grapple the guy, you can go for the tap out, right? Get him to submit. Let's say a real angry, drunk guy throws a punch, he misses, so you grab him, grapple him, and then you just try to get him to tap out, to surrender. Does that make sense?
I think my primary goal would mostly be to not hurt myself, one, and not
Right.
hurt him too much. I mean, people that are drunk are often have a bad balance because of the toxins.
Mhm.
So there's always a risk that if you punch someone or make a a lot of the moves that make people be knocked out, that they just gonna hit their head and
Really kill himself.
I mean if it comes to that, yeah, maybe. So, but I'd really just try to get him on the ground first,
Right.
First things first, and kind of like a submission. If it's and then I'd just go and walk away, I guess.
Yeah, don't be getting into no bar fights because there's always going to be some knucklehead that's with him kicks you in the face.
That's true. The 2-on-1 situation.
But the bar fight. Look at Lindsay's raising her hand in her own hangout.
I'm just saying that my mom's coming over to help me look for my wallet because I lost my wallet 4 days
Oh
ago in my
no,
house.
darling.
So
Okay, put her on the phone, Lindsay.
you come over. So my computer's acting glitchy, so I'm gonna have to leave the hangout, but I'm gonna leave it. If I leave, is it still gonna be live?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave it and come back later.
We'll see.
Can I tell my story about the creepiness here?
Sure.
See, this is strange to me because like I don't believe in all the spirituality stuff and souls and all that stuff. So I was robbed of ghosts. I was robbed of vampires. I was robbed of werewolves. All that stuff is gone. So when I hear something creepy, I want to share it. This is from it's called Near Misses or something like that. Let's see.
Okay.
21 creepy accounts from real people who were terrorized by a stranger. And I read through this, and this one, I don't know, it just creeped me out. She wanted to hug me. Now these are like anecdotal witness testimonials in the kind of like Bigfoot sightings. So that's the. She just wanted to hug me. Back in 1998, I was in 2nd grade, was coming home from school alone for the first time. I had overprotective parents since I only lived a block away from school. I was stopped by an elderly woman who said she had something to tell me. She said she had no husband, had lost her son years ago, and just wanted to give me a hug. Something about this woman gave me the creeps, and now, later on thinking, she did act, talk, and look really weird.
Okay.
Almost like she was a man dressed in old women's clothes.
Right.
But this could just be my then juvenile imagination playing around. This guy's from Finland, so I'm reading it verbatim.
Yeah.
After asking me for a hug, she reached her hands toward me in the motion of one waiting for a hug. I took off and ran as fast as I could all the way home. As I ran, I think I heard her laughing really loud with a really low, manly tone. When I got home, I told my mom about this, but she wasn't worried at all, and she told me that she probably was only an old and lonely woman who just needed a hug. Here in Finland, we have this magazine called Alibi, which has the most recent news about burglaries, thefts, murders, rapes, etc. And for a reason, an 8-year-old like me was not allowed anywhere near that kind of magazine. But a few weeks after that incident with the old woman, I did get my hands on one of those magazines, which was a brand new one. I read about an incident that happened in the area where I lived. It was about a boy my age, last seen by his friends, hugging an old woman and walking somewhere with her just to be never seen again. The case is still unsolved today. I think I have escaped being kidnapped or murdered or something. I still remember this today, 15 years later, and it gives me the shivers.
That's a close call.
Wow. Creepy. That creeped me out.
Situational awareness.
Yeah, and the image of a dude in old woman's clothing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So I don't know why that's
Shit.
creepy to me, but oof. The other ones I didn't care less.
Situational awareness and the value of one's personal space, right?
Sure. It saves lives, apparently.
Yes. I mean, certainly there are old women that want love, but I mean, you have to use your sense. You know, I guess the kid was smart enough to know that this really wasn't an old woman. You know, there's some giveaways, some tells, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, if it even happened, could just be a story, But yeah, I don't know.
No, but it sounds very plausible.
Yeah, sure. Plausible. That's right. Plausible. It's creepy.
Like sometimes, have you ever noticed like your situational awareness is really low, and you put yourself in danger, and then when you thought about it later, it's like, hey, I could have really got hurt or something. It happens.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, like I always kind of think, and I've been doing this for a long time, but I always kind of think, what would happen if that person did X, or what would happen if that person did Y? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mostly for driving, but also when I'm like walking on the street. What would happen if that person came at me? Where would I run to? That kind of thing. And
okay. Well, that's good sense. Like if you're walking down the street and somebody's just pulling out of their parking, their driveway without looking backward, you can get run over. So you have the wherewithal to say, well, that person could pull out, so let me go ahead and give us some space, or I'll wait for them to pull out. Yeah, right. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and I've said to my nephew, when I was teaching him road safety very early on, I said, never rely on the person driving the car to see you or to even behave properly.
Yeah.
Assume they're not looking, that they're drunk, they're looking at their phone, whatever. So, did I ever tell you about that woman I saw get hit by the car?
Oh no, what happened?
Okay, well, I used to live downtown, okay, in Chicago,
right.
And it was on Columbus and Roosevelt. Okay, I'm sure